you approve it, once you are convinced that this is my project feasibility, I want to go ahead, then we have to prepare a tender document. Tender document is a very technical document. It is a meticulously designed document. Why tender is very important? Because tender is going to be part of your development agreement also as an annexure. Because many times what happens, as I gave you the example of 1000 square meter and 950 बाद में builder ने बोला, तो in tender document we have to mention everything in detail from the beginning, so that you don't give any opportunity to builder to turn back from his words. It will have plot area details. Though you may have 3 different areas, like physical areas is different, property card area is different, property card नाम पे नहीं चढ़ा है हमारा अभी तक, no problem. You mention in the tender document. अपना convince हुआ नहीं है, convince नहीं हुआ है, no problem. You mention in the document that it is your duty to obtain the convince in the name of society first and then give us the offer. So all these things you have to mention from the beginning. Because most of the time I have seen society members, ये मेरा plot है, ये मेरा flat है, माप लो, हमको offer दे दो. This is not the way to go for redevelopment. It has to be very thought process has to be given. You have to understand your project. You have to freeze the carpet areas, individual carpet areas. You have to understand your plot details, everything, and then ask developer to. There are cases where developers also have won the cases, against societies based on their agreement. So there are some cases. So we don't want societies to mislead. So all these details have to be mentioned in your tender document. Details of carpet area consumed. The individual carpet areas, as I told you, plot vis-a-vis consumed area is very important in tender document. Terms and conditions. Terms and conditions are the most crucial. How do you verify the offers? Apple to apple comparisons have to be done. So terms and conditions have to be mentioned in detail. That first, if you don't have convince, first you will bring convince in the name of society. Then you will do development agreement. Then you will do planning. Then you will approve our project with concessions. Then you will bring the IOD. Then you will load the TDR. Then you will give the vacating notice. Then you will demolish the building. Then you will get the CC. These are the terms and conditions given to each developer, the same. Generally what happens, this is our plot, this is our area, you give us the offer. So we don't know at what stage what he is going to do. In our terms and conditions we specify in detail from the beginning that this boss you are expected to do this, you are expected to do this. So terms and conditions are very important. Technical specifications, what should be the size of my window, what should be the size of how many points of air conditioning points or this point, that point. All this technical specification in which bedroom, in which bathroom, all this should be specified in advance. Because once most of the ladies, when they enter after redevelopment, अरे ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, बराबर नहीं है. But this has to be done in advance in your tender document itself. Material specifications. We also have to specify the materials. What kind of brands to be used, what kinds of make should be used. So that afterwards builder doesn't get an opportunity to come back from his offer. List of amenities what we are expecting. Technical bid and commercial bid. These are most important. Technical bid and commercial bid. This says that technical bid and commercial bid, it will define that who is eligible to bid for our project. No ordinary developer, for example, if the project cost is of 50 crore, no ordinary developer is expected to give offer in that project. So in that we will specify technical bid that a person whoever wants to bid for this project should have completed this kind of projects, at least 2 or 3. If they have done, then they should produce the technical evidence of the same. They should show us those kind of sites. So all these things are very important. Even their financial status has to be verified, whether they are capable of executing such 50 crore project or not. So that all these things will come in the technical bid. Once we receive all the bids, now this tendering should be done through print media only. Maximum time we have got the queries. Can we do closed tendering? You can do closed tendering. It is your property as long as you have 100% consent. But as per 79A, you should not omit open tendering. through print media. So we recommend that you should do print media tendering. Once we get all the bids, then what? Then we prepare a comparative chart